Now behind me here I have two hot hatches from Volkswagen and Audi. They're both the fastest mini hatches of their kind, with a Polo Gti and an Audi S1. But these two cars have something else in common. They've both been written off and they are both a category S. Now this kind of got in my mind, I think we need some sort of reform into what constitutes a write-off and the degree of write-off, because the damage, as you can clearly see, are nothing alike, but they've been described as the same. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a written off car as long as it's been repaired correctly, like my Porsche GT4 will be. And also like this is a Nissan GTR, like my Nissan GTR will be repaired correctly too. Repairing cars instead of scrapping them makes sense. I guess it's environmentally friendly, not wasting all these materials and all the energy it costs to build the car in the first place. If it can be repaired using new or used parts, then why wouldn't you do that? But what started annoying me lately is the fact that cars have just been written off for nothing, and also they've been given the same title classification as cars that aren't really damaged at all or completely mangled, like my two perfect examples here. Now, both of these cars have actually had a similar impact, both on the offside front corner, but one is just substantially more than the other. So the S1, for example, I actually know what happened. It was a drunk driver, just knocked into her at a low speed. There's nothing wrong with the steering. It drives absolutely fine. It starts, runs. There's even no airbags been deployed on this car whatsoever. It's all very superficial. All we're going to need is we're going to get it in the workshop and strip the front bumper off and have a look. But all I think it needs is a wing. I think even the headlight will be okay, I'll polish up, and a bumper, which is ridiculous. So let's move over to the Polo. And the Polo, yeah, a completely different ball game. I mean, our chassis legs bent for a start. I mean, we can see that's just pointing upwards. Wing, bonnet, windscreen, complete wheels damaged. The wishbone snapped off. I'm pretty sure there's some more damage as well. All the airbags have gone off in the interior. Windows smashed. You name it, this one has had a substantially bigger hit. And if you're looking to buy a new car and you see category S, a lot of people would avoid it. And you don't necessarily need to, but what really is starting to annoy me is there's no need for this to be a write-off. It's not even a category N car. So why on earth has this been given a category S title? Now, I was told it was because of parts availability and the fact that they couldn't get a new front bumper in time, and it would end up costing the insurance company too much money in higher vehicle costs than getting it repaired. So it was written off because of a parts availability thing. Now, why should that go against the car's history because there's a lack of parts available? It's just something I really don't agree with, and I think we need a bit of a reform into how cars are classified in the UK after they've been crashed, because we clearly have a problem here, don't we? Maybe we need more classifications and a bit more detail into the kind of damage there was. I don't know, but something needs to change. Now, in this video, we're going to get the S1 into the workshop. We're going to take that front bumper off and just confirm that there's nothing untoward underneath. I'm fairly confident there isn't. Otherwise, I'm going to look stupid in this video. And also, I'm going to try and get the Polo GTI running. I have bought a hub for it. I think I can get a wheel. I don't think the engine runs at the minute either. That's another thing against it. Probably the pyro fuse is gone. So we'll try and get the engine running, and we'll try and get it driving. But yeah. Now, I'll let you into a little trick here. Easy way to tell if this car's been written off is try and sell it on Auto Trader. So if you go into an Auto Trader app, put in all the car's details as you're trying to sell it, and if you scroll down, look, it will tell you if it's been written off. Look, so basic history check, category S, and that is for this Audi S1, look. So little trick there that you can do. So while daylight's on my side, I think we're going to start with the Polo GTI, jack up this offside front corner, get that wheel off and see if we can replace the hub and at least get it rolling, and then look to see if we can start the engine as well and see if it drives. And don't forget, guys, glistening in the sun and the rain is my Mark II Audi TT Amplified Edition, the run-out edition of the Mark II TT. It is currently on Compete for Cars, and you can win this car from just £1.99. There is around a week left and only about 50% tickets sold, guys. So click the link in the description, go grab your tickets, and good luck. This is a very nice car. Mazzano red, HPI clear, full engine rebuild with revised pistons. Go click in the top right corner if you want to watch the rebuild I did on this car. So good luck, and yeah, good car. Now, if you're wondering how you would insure this car or any of the other cars that I've given away, then you need to give Adrian Flux a call, because they've kindly partnered with me for today's video. Now, Adrian Flux are an insurance specialist with over 50 years of experience, and they have got a team of experts. Now, if you want to know how much this Audi TT would cost to insure, or your current car, then give them a call. They often give you their best price over the phone. And they're also running a competition at the minute. So if you want to be in with a chance to win a PlayStation 5 and GTA 5 as well for free, click the link in my description, guys, and enter the competition completely for free. So a big thanks for Adrian Flux for sponsoring today's video. So let's just see if we can pop the bonnet up and hold it up. Oh, we've got a ram air intake system. Anyone interested in a frisbee? Or a clock? Or, I don't know, a scarf? And I believe it's just got a stage 1 tune on it. So what's that on this? 1.8 turbo, 100 and... Oh, maybe, no, more than that. 250 brake. Oh no, it's got an exhaust on it as well, actually. I think. I don't think that looks standard. Might be stage 2 then. So let's open the door. Let's get the door open. Right. Oh, opens all right. Oh no, it doesn't. I can't open any more than that. Right, we have a key and we have some mould. Oh, we have half a bumper. We have a turning light and some other bits, and some loads of other bits in the boot as well by the looks of it. We have a poly wrapped Alcantara steering wheel. We have no power, I'm guessing. Nope. So let me just connect the jump pack up and see what happens. I think I've already got it on by the sound of that. Just should I turn? Oh, I probably should check if there's oil in it first. It's a very smart thing to do. There is oil in it, so that will do. Oh, okay. Still got nothing on the battery side of things. Right, after trying to put power in through the top post here, I'm getting nothing on the battery charger or the jump pack. Can't get access to the rear yet either. I just had a look in the engine bay fuses, and I'm pretty sure there's a relay that should be there that looks like it's missing. So I'm just going to nick one out of the S1 quickly. Same fuse box layout, so we'll know if there's one missing. And no, turns out there probably isn't one missing, so forget that. I won't bother. So looks like I've got no choice but to try and get in through the back, because that is where the battery is. Oh look, I've got one good headlight, I think. Well, it's mostly good. I thought someone nicked it. Sweet. Right, I've just wedged a screwdriver in the back, so hopefully this one will come up. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we've got power. Right, the good news is our driver's side wing mirror indicator still works. And we have done 47,000 miles. Let's just see if it turns over. I don't think it will. No, let's just put it in park. Try again. Oh, fuel pump primed. That's weird. But not turning over. Nothing. That's a bit weird, actually. Normally the fuel pump wouldn't prime if the pyro fuse had gone. So now I'm not 100% sure if the pyro fuse has gone. And I've been testing voltages across fuses, and I'm getting a consistent 12 volts with the jump pack on. So I don't think we've got any problem with any pyro fuses or anything like that, because I can't find any issues. And the fact that the fuel pump primes tells me there's no pyro fuse issue either. So I think it's just probably down to a crap jump pack slash dead battery. So I'm going to try. I've now put it on for a bit. See, still nothing. Right, I've now just put the jump pack on the top post as well. Ah, well, there you go. Engine starts and runs. Sounds sweet. Well, that was easy. So there we go, I managed to get the engine started, and I got it started a bit easier than I thought it would, to be honest. There was a rattling at the front here because the auxiliary belt, yes, pushed up against, I mean, the auxiliary belt's not even on, it's flapping around down there, look. And I'm sure there's parts rubbing up against the engine as well, yeah. So, but no, the engine just sounded sweet then. So we've got no problems there. It's just this corner. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to drive. I've got a new hub, which I can fit, but the wishbone's pretty bent as well. So, I don't know. Right, so it's now the next day, and I've been doing a few bits to this morning because I just want to get it so we can get it on the ground and get the car rolling, because I don't just want it sat here, if I'm honest, and it needs to be easier to load onto a transporter. And I'll be honest, I haven't filmed what I was doing this morning because I didn't think it would work, but I think it has. So obviously with the steering arm snapped, it would be really difficult to try and move, because one wheel's going to be obviously turning, the other one's just going to be all over the place, flapping around. So I had an idea, which has worked amazingly, but I got my track rod and my tie rod. I cut where it snapped, it had bent right round before it snapped, so I cut off the bits to then make the whole thing straight, and then I've just welded, like, look, terribly, mind, a little bolt in there to then keep it so it now works, which I just used my eyes to line it up, look, so it was nice and straight. There we go, you can kind of see, and the other side pointing roughly in the same direction, but it's now stable and not flapping around, and I've managed to get it on the wishbone, which is also bent, but I've managed to get it on there enough clearance wise here in this gap so that we can get the spare wheel on, which I'm going to do now. And yeah, I should be able to get it on the ground and get it rolling. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to drive it because the drive shaft is out, and without a drive shaft in, it will not move, but at least we'll be able to push it. Beautiful. And there we go, looking a little bit more respectable. Now, the driver's window isn't actually smashed. I thought it was, but they obviously just didn't put it up. So I'm pretty much done here with the Polo GTI. I'm not going to fix it. I don't want to. So I'm going to put this on eBay. So if anyone wants to buy it, let me know, or just, I might put a link in the eBay description if I've put it on yet. I just want what I paid for it, really. 3 grand is what I paid for it. Probably track car or broken up for spares. I mean, it's probably got a 2 grand engine and gearbox, probably a bit more than that. And then obviously all the other bits as well. So yeah, I probably paid a little bit too much, but I paid just over 3 for it, so I'll take 3. And now we're going to move on to the S1, and by contrast, this one drives absolutely fine. So therefore, we're going to take this one into the workshop. Let's grump in. And this one has actually got keyless entry and start. It's only done 39,000 miles, and drives fine. Although my bonnet's open, so I can't see bugger all. Let me fix that. There we go. Right. This one, I could probably drive home like this, if I'm honest. Just get in the old workshop. There we go. So S1 now on the ramp, and with the bonnet up, there's not even any damage to the headlight. There's a very light scratch here, look, but to be fair, you could probably sand that back a bit and polish it out, and you get rid of most of that. you're not going to start replacing a £500 headlight just because of a little scratch there, when you could probably get rid of most of that anyway. So I think what we're going to do is just take the bumper off and just have a look behind here. I don't think it's that bad at all. Look, not even the washer bottle's been pushed back or anything like that. And even the wheel arch liner, if it weren't for this tiny little, I don't know if you can see if it's going to focus there. Look, if that weren't for that tiny little split there, you could reuse it as well if you want, because it's not otherwise damaged. So there we go, bumper off, and I mean, in all honesty, you wouldn't even go through insurance to get this fixed. It's ridiculous. All you need is a bumper, barely. I mean, it's got a few cracks in it that you could probably repair if you could be bothered. It needs a headlight bracket, it needs a headlight washer jet, and I mean, the wheel arch liner, it doesn't really even need, all it's got is this broken little tab here. Look, that's the only bit that's broke on the wheel arch liner. So you don't need a headlight's fine. So absolutely ridiculous. Oh, it needs a wing. But that is it. Absolutely ridiculous. Why the hell was this written off? And the unfortunate thing for this S1 is that Cat S is going to be on that car's history for the rest of its life, and it's always going to devalue it, even though it shouldn't have even gone through insurance really. That should have just been a very basic repair, and it should have just been happy days, normal car. But that's just going to be affected for the rest of the life, and it's going to be affected in the same way value-wise as that Polo GTI once that is, or if it's repaired and put back on the road as well. So there's something that needs to change, guys. So please do share this video. If you like this video, please do share it as well, because I just feel sorry for the S1 basically. That is going to be it for today's video, guys. I'm probably going to sell the S1 as well, but I might even fix it because it's so easy to fix. I don't know yet. But that is it for today's video, guys. It wasn't really a repair project video. It was more just of a why is this happening video. Two very differently damaged cars, but they've been categorized as the same. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video, and please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you like these types of videos and more in-depth building content as well. Next up will be the Octavia VRS, yeah, I think that is going to be about it. So I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.